So I already recorded this video, and it was all great, and I actually thought that I sounded the most enthusiastic and excited about on the video yet, than like ever. But yeah, then I realized that I recorded it through my laptop mic and not my actual mic, so rip. But I'll try and recreate the enthusiasm and excitement that I felt when I was talking. So I'm gonna do it. So 3 episodes in, and I can say with some amount of certainty that Titans has become probably DC's biggest surprise of the year. How this show went from being dubbed DC's Inhumans to this is completely bizarre. I just want to know why DC greenlit the trailers for this, because oh my god, do they not even slightly represent what the final product turned out to be. Now, is it as good as DC's best? Is it as good as Arrow Season 1 and 2 or Flash Season 1 and 2? Hell no, of course not. But no show was that good right off the bat. Well, I mean, I kind of just shot myself in the foot there by saying it was Arrow Season 1 and Flash Season 1. But anyway, I mean, 3 episodes in, no show was that good. But 3 episodes in, Titans hasn't had a bad episode yet. If they continue this streak for the rest of the season, it could very well possibly be the best thing DC has put out in 2018. The only real contenders right now are Aquaman, Arrow Season 7, and Flash Season 5. Flash Season 4, Arrow Season 6. I actually liked Arrow Season 6, but it was kind of mediocre. Flash Season 4 was just terrible, in my opinion. I hate it. Supergirl Season 3 was bad. Legends of Tomorrow Season 3 was alright, but you know, you get what you get with Legends of Tomorrow. It's fun, but you can't say much more than it's fun. Season 2 of Legends of Tomorrow the plot was great and it was fun. Season 3 was just kind of fun. The plot wasn't that great. Sorry, I'm getting off track here. But yeah, spoilers for the new episode of Titans from this point on. So, I said back during my review for the premiere that one of the best parts of the episode was surprisingly Starfire, and despite the trailer pointing to the contrary, Anna Diop plays her wonderfully. Luckily, most of this episode focused on her, and we got a ton of insight into her character and what exactly is going on with her. I'm liking how her story is tied to Ravens, and practically every scene between the two characters was great. I love how Starfire is like a big sister to Raven, and we got another badass scene to some great music this episode with Starfire's fight scene in the diner. Every episode so far, we've gotten a scene which was really cool to some really good music, and I really hope that we have some scene like this in every single episode. Like the last episode, it was the kids in America scene with Hawk and Dove. What was the premiere episode or the premiere scene? Okay, I can't remember. I guess the premiere scene was when Starfire was in the club and she like obliterated everybody. Yeah, that scene. I forget what the song was, but that scene. Okay. Now on to some things that I didn't like. So a good portion of this episode took place in Gotham during flashbacks. And in this, we got to see a bunch of things pertaining to Wayne Manor and the city itself. And while I would have thought these kind of scenes would have been a highlight in their given episode, they actually are my least favorite aspect of this one for a few reasons. So for one, they really need to sort this situation with Bruce Wayne out immediately. It's comically bad how they're portraying him. And I dare say it's worse than how Supergirl dealt with Superman back in Supergirl's first season. Like, look, I completely get that for the moment they can't show him, they can't use Bruce Wayne, but just don't have him on screen at all. Seriously, it's that simple. No one will care. Stop doing the stupid, out of focus shots of him in the background, or the terrible one-line voiceovers of him reading a letter to Dick, or him putting his hand on Dick's shoulder. It's so bad. You know, you're making your audience feel stupid here when you do that. The other bad thing about these flashbacks was the part where Dick jumped out of the window to run away. The CGI of him jumping through the tree was probably the worst CGI in the show yet. I have to believe that wasn't the best they could do. But hey, it was only for like 10 seconds, so no point complaining about it too much. One thing I want to give a shout out to from these flashbacks though, like one good thing I want to shout out, is that most of the scenes in Wayne Manor had some sort of bat noise in the background, and I thought that was a really nice little touch. I was really surprised with the line that Amy Rohrbach was dead. I didn't realize that she died from her injuries last episode, and I kind of just guessed she'd be in hospital for a bit before being back in a few episodes. It also seemed like they were setting her character up for something more, and if she really is dead, it kind of makes her scenes in the first few episodes a little odd. Like, they gave her a bit of character development in the first 2 episodes, gave her a bunch of scenes on her own in the first 2 episodes, just to kill her off almost instantly. It seems like a weird decision to me. There were so many references to Trigon this episode. For those who don't know, Trigon is Raven's, like, demon dad. He's like the devil, kind of, but he's not. He runs his own kind of dimension. And I mean, like, every 5 minutes we were getting some kind of allusion or direct reference to him. And that really makes me wonder what he's going to be like in the show, because he's got to be the season's main villain, right? No way they'd have the bad guys from the first 3 episodes all report to the same people, then have those people talk about how they're preparing for Trigon, and then not have Trigon be the big boss fight. I'm pretty excited for it. I'm also wondering what the writing was at the end of the episode. It could only be two possible things. It could be Tamaranian for Starfire's people, or it's some language of Trigon, and Corey was trying to decipher it. But it's going to be cool to see where this all goes. And we got our second look at Garfield Logan, aka Beast Boy. And oh, I wanted more. Why are they showing so little of him? The second it clicked in my head that all 4 of our protagonists were in the same room, and that they were literally all standing beside each other, I thought, this is it. We're getting our Titans Assemble scene any second now. But then they all left, and they all just walked out and just decided to leave Gar behind. But now all these characters know each other. So we've got to be seeing them together properly in any episode now, I'd imagine. Finally, I just want to give a little shout out to Raven being dubbed the Destroyer of Worlds. That should be a really fun little tease for anyone who's a fan of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. In Season 5 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., one of the main characters, Daisy Johnson, aka Quake, is referred to as the Destroyer of Worlds in the future. So it was cool to hear Raven being called that. I've never actually heard, besides Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., this was the first thing I'd heard of that had Destroyer of Worlds be the name of a character. So it was pretty cool. So this episode of Titans upped the ante for our heroes. Dick and Starfire are now working together, and they know how dangerous Raven is, and they kinda know Gar. Although, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if the two didn't take notice of him and only Raven did. But either way, we're about 70% of the way to getting our proper 2 adults and 2 Teen Titans. Because that's what it is. It's Starfire and Dick are 100% adults, and Raven and Garfield are barely teens. So yeah, it's 2 adults and 2 Teen Titans. But I would give this episode a 7.8 out of 10. See, the reason I'm giving it that is because I did like Hawk and Dove more. But I do think Origins, this episode, is a little bit better than a 7.8. The thing is, though, I only gave Hawk and Dove an 8, so I can't really push this over an 8, because if I push this over an 8, I'm saying I like it more than Hawk and Dove. I should have given Hawk and Dove a higher score, that's on me. But yeah, it was a really good episode. So thank you very much for watching this video, and if you liked it, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you, and have a great day.